Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Teodoro Hernandez, and I study at Wapa University. I study modern languages, and today I'm going to talk about American and British English. Well, let's start. American English, sometimes called United States of English or U.S. English, is the set of varieties of the English language native to the United States currently. American English, the most influential form of English worldwide. English is the most widely spoken English in the United States and is de facto common language used by the federal and state governments, to the extent that all laws and compulsory education presume English as the primary language. American English variety include many patterns of pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, and particularly spelling that are unified nationwide, but distinct from other English dialects around the world. Any American or Canadian accent perceived as free of noticeably local, ethnic, or cultural markers is popularly called General or Standard American, a fairly uniform accent continuing native to certain regions of the U.S. and associated naturally with broadcast, mass media, and highly education speech. However, historical and present linguistic evidence does not support the notion of there being one single mainstream American accent. Now, let's talk about the British English. The British English is a form. British English is a form used to distinguish the form of the English language used in the British Isles from those used elsewhere. It includes all the varieties of English used within the Isles, including the term is standard. Some find it inappropriate as logically Scottish English is included in British English, implying the existence of English as spoken in England as a category, but English is cumbersome and just that English refers to the language as spoken in England. The term British English is used especially by those outside the British Isles, as well as by linguists and lexicographers. British people themselves generally use the term standard English or merely English. As a result, there is a significant variation in grammar, usage, spelling, and vocabulary. In addition, vocabulary and usage can change with time. Words are freely borrowed from other languages and other strains of English, and neologism as frequent. Let's continue with the other part. The characteristics of English dialect are these: show variation in grammar, show variation in vocabulary, show variation in prosody, show variation in usage patterns. Now, the characteristics of English slangs are the following. The most significant characteristics of a slang overlaps with a defining characteristic or jargon. Slang is a marker of a group solidarity, and so it is a correlate of human groups with shared experiences, such as being children at a certain school or of a certain age, or being a member of a certain society definable group, such as hookers, junkies, jazz musicians, or professional or criminal. For the language, slang is like a linguistic laboratory where new words and forms can be tested out, applied to a variety of situations, and then either abandoned or incorporated into the regular regular language. It's like a 3-year period of new words. Now, finally, we have the importance of phonetic correction. When you open any English dictionary, you will find some kind of signs after words, just before the meaning of the word. Those signs are called phonetics. Phonetics will help you how to pronounce a particular word correctly. It gives the correct pronunciation of a word. Both in British and American English, phonetic is based on sound. Once you know to use phonetic, then you don't have to go behind anybody asking them to help you to pronounce a particular word. You can do it yourself. You can even teach others and correct them when they don't pronounce very well or correctly. Phonetic correction can help people trust in you. They can feel in confidence when you pronounce with a good phonetic. If not, there can be youngsters and others who trust in you, but they at the end they realize that your phonetic is not good. They're gonna feel disappointed about you. Well, that's all for today. See you next time. Bye bye. Have a nice rest